Hi everyone, and welcome to this instructional video for green. In this video we're going to look to cover three main topics. We're going to look to cover our back fist, our Marotta, and our Haito. Okay, and we're going to take it a little bit slow for some of the more complicated parts. For us to start off, we're going to look to start off with our back fist. So if I'm here facing the front, it's going to follow our very similar rules to our low block, but it's going to be aimed up towards our head. Okay, so if I angle my body just a little bit, instead of it being down low, it's going to look to be up high towards the head. Okay, my palm is going to be facing toward or facing away from the target. Okay, so if there's something here I'm trying to hit, I'm going to have my palm turned away. So if I take this hand up and we're going to look to do the full motion, it's going to follow very similarly to our low block. My hand is going to look to come up by my head, right up along. There's no rotation. It's pure drive, no rotation. So I'm going to look to come here, switch, comes up, rides along, switch, up, switch, up, switch. So for our back fist, it's pretty simple. It comes from a lot of understanding that we already had with our low block. For our Haito, we're first going to very quickly look to understand what our hand position is. When I look to teach students our Haito, I ask them to bring both hands together, almost like like they're making a cup with their hands. Okay? So fingertips are touching. Okay? So from there, we have a bit of a bowl in our hands. I'm going to think with my thumbs, putting them inside, and then pulling them apart. Okay, that gets our hands to be fairly straight. Okay, our wrists are still fairly straight, like our punch would be. From that point, we're going to look to angle our hands in so that we have a nice straight line from my elbow all the way to my lead knuckle. Okay, so nice straight line from my elbow to my lead knuckle. Now that we have an understanding of what our hand position looks like, it's going to follow a very similar rule to our back fist. Okay, so if I take one hand out, my hand is formed in my good Haito. It's out here. My other hand is going to look to come on top, already formed in that good Haito position. Again, just like our back fist, it's all based upon thrust. There's no rotation. So I'm going to look to push it out, bring my other hand back to my side. If I bring my other hand up, starts in that good position, pulls tight. Up, switch. Up, switch. Up, switch. Okay, so it follows a very similar rule to our back fist. Lastly, we're going to look to cover our Marotta, and we're going to look to cover our Marotta in our back stance. When we look to get to green, we shift back into our rotating back stance, and our hands are going to be the thing that change what we're doing. Okay, so I'm going to look to start us off in our set position. Okay, so my legs are engaged. I'm sitting here. Okay, so I'm in my good back stance set. At this rank, we should all know how to get into our good set position for our back stance. Okay, from here, I'm going to look to take both of my arms, and the leg that's out is going to come on top. This one's going to come underneath. It's almost like you're stacking them on top of each other. Okay, so every time we look to get to our set for our Marotta, stack our hands, and then we're going to look to rotate. From here, my hips, my legs do the same things they would for Shudo. They rotate over to my good back stance. My hand is going to look to rotate around, getting far away from my body before coming back. Okay, if we do that slowly, it's going to look to rotate around and come back. You wouldn't look to do it that slowly for presentation or to work the technique. We'd look to move a little bit faster. So it looks to come back and around. Comes back and around. We try it from the other side. Back and around. Back and around. Tip for our hand position is that from our flat hands, both arms look to rotate. So when it comes out and back, this wrist twists. My supporting arm twists as well. It really engages my body and locks my body down. So from here, twist and lock. From here, twist and lock. From this set position, or from our starting position, again, I look to stack my arms. At no point should we be releasing our arms from each other. There should always be some kind of contact. So if I'm here in my good Marotta, my left arm is going to look to come on top, and now it's secure. Those are our 3 concepts that we're going to look to practice in our workout. See you guys in that video.